On a spectacular mid-fall day in Franklin, Mass., our attention turns to field hockey as Franklin TV Sports presents the MIAA Round of 32 as the Franklin High Panthers, with a record of 16-1-1, take on the Red Hawks of Barnstable High School, who come up from Cape Cod with a record of 8-7-3. Hi, neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce, working alongside today our producer, Chris Leverone. It's the round of 32 in the state high school tournament. Franklin will be hosting, and they'll keep hosting as long as they're the higher seed. They are the number 5 seed in this tournament, and they take on the 28th seed in the Barnstable Redhawks. We'll give you the starting lineups as we go along. The officials for today's game are Patty Bossio and Paul Semenkow. The center pass about to occur, and it looks like the Panthers will have it, and the Red Hawks will have it to start the second half. Out there for the center pass is the great player for the Franklin High Panthers, Caitlin Carney. The official signals play. We're underway from Franklin. Franklin in the home white with light blue trim, and the Red Hawks in the traveling red with white numerals and white trim. The Red Hawks take it over midfield for the first time, and they send it in. Franklin, though, back to block it. Out to Haley Wernig, the talented sophomore, stolen by the Redhawks, and they send one in deep. This is Samantha Marcelli. Marcelli has the ball stolen, and Franklin will try to get it out, but they cannot. It's hit deep to the back line, and Sophia Cuneo runs it down for the Panthers. Brilliant sunshine here. There is a bit of a wind blowing from left to right across your screens. And a whistle and a foul called against the Redhawks, and the Panthers will have it back. For Franklin, they are starting Caitlin Carney, Ella Griffin, Lindsay Dennett, Sophia Cuneo, Emily Carney, Brooke Taylor, Peyton Crandall, Shaw Downing, Haley Wernick, Kaylee Dobrisky, and in goal for Coach Michelle Hess is Devin Barry. Ball goes back to the Redhawks of Barnstable High. They're from the town of Barnstable, but several other Cape Cod villages are part of their school system. Stolen by the Redhawks at midfield. They're trying to send it in. The ball stays in bounds on a nice play there. And it goes under the legs of Brooke Taylor and hit her ankle. Ball will go back to the Redhawks. This is Alexa Garthy. She has a sister on the team. There's 2 sets of sisters on Barnstable. Their starting lineup, Chloe Egan, Riley Ring, Samantha Marcelli, Alexa Garthy, Allie McEnany as Wernick takes it upfield, Ella Salas, Wernick, and she's fouled on the plate, Corral Figueroa, Caitlin Marcelli, Sydney Thomas, and in goal is going to be, well, first of all, one other player is Vicky Din, and in goal is Grace Bunnell, the senior goalkeeper for Barnstable. They're coached by Caitlin Sweeney. Franklin has it down deep, and a foul called. And Franklin, of course, coached by Michelle Hess. Foul on the Panthers. The ball will go back to Barnstable. 2 15-minute first half periods, then 2 more in the second half. The teams will switch goals at the second half. The first 2 periods played in the orientation that you see on the field here. Franklin with the ball going from left to right. Shaw Downing trying to control. Her ball is stolen by Alyssa McEnany. Talking to Coach Caitlin Sweeney before the game, I asked her about Franklin here today, and she said they have a lot of speed, and we're going to try to counter their speed with speed of our own. We'll see how they do. This is Wernig in front. Caitlin Carney inside the scoring circle, and she does a backhander. She fans on the shot, and a foul called on Carney. The ball will go back to the Redhawks. No score, just under 12 minutes to go here in the first period. Temperature about 70 degrees at center pass. Franklin has it down deep. And the Redhawks, they look to be a sound defensive team. Ball comes out deep for Franklin's Ella Griffin. She gets the start here today. One injury for the Panthers. Coach Michelle Hess's daughter, Delaney, has an injury, and she'll be out today. Downing centers it up. In front, the ball is right there, but it just skips the stick of Peyton Crandall. Peyton Crandall gets a shot off, and now a shot here by Caitlin Carney, and she's fouled inside the circle. This will be the first penalty corner coming up in the game. First penalty corner and Sophia Cuneo will have it for the Panthers. She inserts the ball to Caitlin Carney. Carney lets one go. A high ball, and it's blocked in the up high. They're going to call a foul on that hit. The ball came up way too high. And the Redhawks will have a free hit back in their own, deep in their own territory. No score, coming up on 10.5 minutes to go in the first period. The Redhawks, they start to get it out. This is Allie McEnany, and her ball is stolen, but a foul called against the Panthers, and the Redhawks will have it near midfield. The Redhawks, 8-7-3. They've had some difficult games of late. We'll talk about that in a moment. Haley Wernick steals it for Franklin. Wernick tried to dribble through, and her ball is stolen by Ella Salas. Salas upfield. Franklin right there with the defense, and a foul called against Franklin. A free hit coming for the visitors, and they chop it forward. This is Alexa Garthy. Franklin steals it, and a ball is sent back the other way. Patty Basio again, the official, along with Paul Semenkow. Free hit for Barnstable. The first time these two teams have ever met in field hockey. And this is Alexa Garthy. And she sends one down deep. No real scoring opportunities for the Redhawks so far. Franklin has had a couple of good looks down the other end. And the Panthers will start it off deep. This is Sophia Cuneo. Cuneo lobs one for Wernick. She cannot get to it, and the ball is turned over. And now Wernick fouls on the play, and she goes down. And it'll be the Redhawks with the ball. This is Alexa Garthy. Her ball is tipped away. It's off the knee of Chloe Egan, and the ball will go back to the Panthers. So a tough start for both teams here. A grinder of a game so far. Brooke Taylor. Brooke Taylor will put it in play for the Panthers, and she'll drop it back. Cuneo, Sophia back to Taylor. She can't control it, and it goes to the sideline just to the left of our telecast location. Ball will be passed in by Alexa Garthy. Garthy, she's going to lob one deep. And it comes through, and it's stopped nicely by McEnany. And the ball is out of bounds. Alexa Garthy, one of 10 juniors on this team. They are a junior-dominated team. So Coach Sweeney will have a lot of players coming back next year. Downing for the Panthers. Cannot get it clear midfield. Taken back by Corral Figueroa. And she passes it up to Garthy, who loses it out of bounds. Franklin trying to get something going here. It's been a tenacious defense. This is Emily Carney, and her ball is turned over. Backhander, and coming through with it are the Panthers here, and they send one off the back of a player. That hit Vicky Din real hard in her back. And the ball will go back to Barnstable with over half of the first period gone. It's scoreless. This is Alexa Garthy. She loops one, and a high ball. That's going to be a foul called against Barnstable. I believe it was on Sydney Thomas. And the Panthers will start out near midfield. This is Emily Carney to her sister Caitlin. Caitlin trying to regain control. She does. Over to Haley Wernick. Wernick inside the scoring circle. Wernick down low. Ball is loose and cleared out of there, but kept in now by Downing. Shaw Downing. She shoots. Her ball is saved. Rebound is loose. Caitlin Carney digs for it, and a foul called on Carney. No, it's a foul called against Barnstable. That's the second penalty corner of the game against Barnstable. Franklin has had none. Cuneo. Players can't move until the ball leaves Cuneo's hands, and here it comes out. Sent in for Wernig. She loops one down low. The shot is missed. Rebound there. The shot saved. Down low. Rebound. The shot. The save. Down there. And a no play call. Did they call a goal? They got a goal. No, they didn't. It's a penalty corner. I beg your pardon. A penalty corner called. The third one of the game against Barnstable. Cuneo again. 5:34 to go in the first. We're scoreless. This is Emily Carney. Caitlin to Emily. She shoots. It's tipped. Rebound saved by Bunnell. In front. The shot. The save. And the ball is out of bounds, and it's going to come back the other way. What pressure by the Panthers, but the defense of help in front of Bunnell has really helped the Red Hawk cause. And they'll start out deep in their own zone. 5:05 to go. We're scoreless. This is the round of 32 in the state MIA championships. As you may know, fans, this year it's one big grouping of all teams from throughout the state. No more regionalization of games. Barnstable fans on the pass, and Caitlin Carney steals it. Carney tries to tip it forward. It hits a player. That's going to be a free hit coming for the Panthers. Under 4.5 to go in a scoreless first period. That's a bit of a surprise. Nice centering pass. It comes in and a foul called here. And it's going to be it's going to be a free hit outside the circle for the Panthers. I thought for a moment it's going to be a penalty corner, but no, Dubrisky sends it in. Caitlin Carney in front, and the ball is blocked here. Foul called against Franklin, and a free start for the Red Hawks. Long drive out, but blocked nicely by Griffin, Ella Griffin for the Panthers. She gets the start here today. Ball is loose. This is Haley Wernig. Haley, the sophomore, coming through the zone, weaving her way in. Inside the circle, she leaves it for Emily Carney. Her backhander goes through. It's blocked. And a rebound and a save there. And a foul called against Franklin. It'll be the Red Hawks with the ball with 3:25 to go in the first period. Spectacular day here in Franklin, Mass. We greet all of you fans on Franklin TV and around the world on YouTube. The Red Hawks steal it. Now Franklin takes it back, but a foul called against Franklin. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the scoreless first period. A long drive is going to trickle almost all the way in there. Saved by Lindsay Dennett for the Panthers. A lot of forechecking pressure by Barnstable, but Franklin comes through with it. Downing tries to chip it out, but it's a beautiful block. A beautiful block there by Corral Figueroa. Now it comes out to Garthy. Garthy over to Ella Salas. I'll tell you, there's some good Barnstable fans behind us here cheering their team on. A long drive is going to go all the way in past the back line. That would not have counted if it went through the net because all balls that score have to be initiated inside the scoring circle. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first period. Pete Royce with you. We're field side here at the midfield stripe. And the long drive in again, and that's going to hit the goal, but it won't count because that started from outside the circle. So in goal, Devin Barry, she just let it go. Didn't want any part of it, and she knew where that ball started from. A looper out to Emily Carney, to sister Caitlin. Caitlin battling for it, wins the battle, and it goes off a knee of Carney, and the ball will go back over to Barnstable. Under 2 to go. Downing for Haley Wernig. Haley gets through the defense. Wernig into the right corner. She tries to loop it in a little bit, not much power on it, and the Red Hawks control. Deep in their own zone, they send it out to midfield, stolen there by Brooke Taylor. Downing unleashes a shot. It rolls through. Went through, but it came from outside the circle. Again, that does not count. 1:15 left in the first. No score. Franklin and Barnstable, a bit of a surprise here. Franklin steals it. Emily Carney inside. for Caitlin. Can't control it. Back to Emily, and a whistle stops play. The ball rolled up on Kearney. Emily, and the ball will go back to Barnstable. Barnstable High School zips it out to midfield and beyond. Brooke Taylor has it to Downing. Shaw Downing up ahead for Wernig. She gets the pass. Wernig coming through, still controlling. Wernig centers it up. It comes through. It just hopped the stick of Peyton Crandall, who would have had a clear shot for the goal. What a beautiful pass by Wernig. This is Emily Kearney in front for Downing. She shoots. It's blocked to come through. And Peyton Crandall just misses. Peyton Crandall missed the open net. And time will wind down here in the first period. What pressure by the Panthers. 12 seconds to go. The Redhawks send one out on the right wing. 5 seconds to go. Franklin comes through. And there's the whistle, ending the first period. A scoreless first period. And that has to be a bit of a morale booster for Barnstable, as it's 0-0 after 1. We mentioned the Franklin record at 16-1-1. The Barnstable record is an intriguing one. They started the season with 4 straight wins. They were 4-0, but in their last 14 games, they've won 4 more, lost 7, and tied 3. So only 4 wins in their last 14 games after starting the season, 4 wins in 4 games. So the bottom line is their record is 8-7-3. They play in the Atlantic League. This is a league comprised of Cape Cod and the islands. So you also have Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket on their schedule. And again, in their particular conference, it's quite a bit of traveling when it comes time to playoff time because there's no regionalization. So here you have Barnstable coming up to Franklin, not bad of a hike. I'd imagine about an hour or less. And but where it goes from here, nobody knows, except we know the winner of this game will play the winner of the game between Needham and Algonquin. Now Franklin comes to the tournament with the seed of number 5, and the Redhawks of Barnstable are seeded 28th. The next game will be played against either Needham or Algonquin. Needham is number 12 seed, and Algonquin is 21. So the competition gets more stiff as you get along through the tournament. And all of the first round games until the semifinals are at the site of the higher seed. So Franklin with the 5 seed gets the home game here today. If they win, they will get the home game next against either Needham or Algonquin. In the first period, no scoring. We had 3 penalty corners. They were all taken by the Franklin Panthers. They could not put one home. And Barnstable received no penalty corners. And they really haven't had any real good looks on goal. Whereas on the other side of the ledger, the Panthers have had several good attempts to score. But it's been not only Bunnell who's been tough down low, but she's had a good supporting cast who have clogged up that scoring zone and have prevented a lot of balls from coming through and reaching the net behind her. So we start the second period. Brilliant sunshine, 70-degree weather here in Franklin. It's hard to believe it at this late stage of the fall, but here we have it. As Franklin trying to advance to the tournament, they have high hopes this year. And they'll have the ball to start the second half. It'll be Caitlin Kearney to have the center pass, and she drops it back to her sister Emily. Back for Caitlin. She controls at midfield and beyond. On the left side, it's a nice pass there. Nice pass there for Raina Crandall. Raina's in the game. In front, it's blocked and taken back by Barnstable. Barnstable with some good defense here. Franklin, this is Kearney, Emily inside the circle or just outside the circle. And the Redhawks steal it. Kearney takes it back for Franklin. Emily, good stick handling. On the right side for Wernig. Her shot is kicked out by Bunnell. The rebound, Caitlin Carnell. It looked like she might have been trying to pass to Crandall, to Raina, but the ball went wide. Now it comes back in, and a foul called it off the leg of Caitlin Kearney, and the ball will come back the other way with almost 1 minute gone here in the second period. We're scoreless. Ball out to midfield and a whistle and a foul called against the Panthers, and it'll be Barnstable with the ball. A long drive. It's going to carry all the way down. This may cross the end line. It may not. Let's see where it rolls to. It does get across, and it'll be Franklin with the free hit coming back. 0-0 into the second period. Franklin has had chances. A looper by the Panthers. The defense has been strong by Barnstable, and they got nothing to lose as the number 28 seed. There's only 34 seeds in the whole tournament. They're down near the bottom, but they've played hard and strong defensively here today. Foul called on the Redhawks. The Panthers take it back. This is Wernig on the fly. Wernig, it's tripped up and stolen back by Corral Figueroa. Down low, and the ball is foul called off the handball by Barnstable, and the Panthers will have it back. Franklin tries to get it going. They get it to Caitlin Carney. Here comes the talented senior. Caitlin Carney to Wernig, and she controls it on a beautiful move by Wernig. Wernig goes down hard, no foul called, and the Barnstable Redhawks steal it. Chipped back by Downing. Downing gets it again. Shaw Downing chips it forward for Caitlin Carney. She's inside the circle. Caitlin, it's brushed away and now cleared. It's going to go out of bounds. A throw-in coming for the Panthers with 12:16 to go in the second period. And this is Shaw Downing to put it in play. She sends it in the middle of the field, and too strong of a hit, I believe. There's a certain term for that. One, I think it's sort of like a dangerous swing, and they called it, I believe, Patty Bossio. The ball will go at that spot to the Redhawks. Franklin up now with some defensive pressure in the offensive zone. Is looped forward, clears Downing's head, and a whistle, a foul called on Brooke Taylor, and the Redhawks have it back. We're still looking for our first score of the game. McEnany. It comes up to Salas, but stolen by Downing, restolen by Salas off Salas's arm, I believe, and the ball will go back to Shaw Downing for a free start for the blue and white of Franklin High School. Shaw Downing picks out a teammate. Gets it to Sophia Cuneo. Back to Ella Griffin. On the far side for Haley Dubrisky. Franklin controlling, but now it's turned the other way, but a foul called, arm ball against Barnstable. Free start for the Panthers near midfield. This is Griffin. Ella sends it through. It's going to roll deep, and probably past the end line it does. It'll be a ball coming back the other way for the Redhawks. We've played almost 20 minutes in this game. We're at 0-0. Franklin, the number 5 seed against the 28 seed. Redhawks. Nice move by Raina Crandall. She just dribbled it off her stick in the air. And Raina gets it back, digging for it. Ball is hit out of bounds. Let's see the call. No call. Now it's going to go to the Panthers. Barnstable has come to play. Strong defensive team. 10 minutes to go in the quarter. And a foul call. It still will be Panthers with the ball. I think the foul came outside the circle, so in which case it's a free hit, not a penalty corner. And Franklin starts it off. They send it through. This is Caitlin Carney. Her shot is blocked, but off the leg of Barnstable, and this should be another penalty corner, the 4th of the game against Barnstable. Franklin 0 for 3 so far. Outside the scoring circle is Downing, Raina Crandall, and Emily Carney, and she loops one through. Downing gets hit, kicked out by Bunnell. A nice kick by Bunnell over to Emily Carney. Emily with the backhander through the zone, in front, the shot there, and it's out of bounds. It's saved Again, tremendous pressure by the Panthers, but the Redhawks make the stop once again. Under 9 minutes to go in the first half. We're scoreless. Fanning on the shot. It's McEnany. Caitlin Carney steals it, and her ball is stolen back. Taken back by Dubrisky. Haley controlling for Franklin. Centers it up. Franklin digging for it. A foul called against the Redhawks, and Emily Carney will get the free start. Emily controlling it, backhands it to Caitlin. It dribbles through her area, and now controlled by the Redhawks. And they send it out. Carney, Emily steals it. Emily inside the circle, coming through. Emily, she shoots. It's wide right, and it might have been deflected by one of the defenders up front in front of goalkeeper Grace Bunnell. Bunnell doing the job. She's a senior. Ball is out. Downing steals it for the Panthers. Shaw Downing charging through, gets the ball through. In front, rebound shot, the save. Players go down. No whistle. And it's going to be, let's see here, what is the call? Is it a free hit for the Panthers outside the circle? And here they come. Emily Carney down low. Caitlin holding, and a foul off the leg of Caitlin Carney. The ball will go the other way. 7.5 minutes to go here in the second period. We are scoreless. Ball hits a player, and Franklin will have it quickly. Caitlin Carney, her ball is stopped, and a foul called against the Panthers. A free hit coming for Barnstable. The Redhawks out of the Atlantic League, also known as the Cape Cod League, has the start in their own zone. To midfield they come. McEnany, but her ball is stopped by Brooke Taylor. Brooke for Emily Carney, tries to get it through, cannot, and a whistle, a foul called. Here comes Emily inside the circle. Emily charging, holding, she shoots in front, the shot, and the score there. I believe, what was the call? It should be a penalty corner or a goal? A penalty corner. I thought it went in, but it looks like it's a penalty corner against the Redhawks, and for them, that is number 5. 3 in the first period, 2 here in the second period. 6:22 left in the period. This is Lindsay Dennett. She shoots. It comes through just wide and out. No good. Dennett unloaded. Lindsay Dennett, the junior, but her shot was wide. Coming up on 6 minutes to go in a scoreless first half. Franklin steals it. Haley Wernig. Wernig battling for it, controlling it, tips it over to Emily Carney. Emily driving through. She can't get the backhander off. Her forehand is blocked. That's what Barnstable is doing all game long, blocking shots and clogging up the passing lanes. Foul called on Franklin. Will be let's check it. They called another penalty corner, the 6th one of the game against Barnstable. 2 in each quarter. Cuneo will insert it for the Panthers. Emily Carney back for Cuneo, tipped forward, not out of bounds. For Downing, rather. And the ball goes out. No, that was Cuneo. The ball went off her, out of bounds. 5:14 to go. We're still scoreless. This is a surprise here in the making so far. We'll see what happens. A lot of field hockey left. Teeing it up and going on the right wing, sending it out of bounds is Alexa Garthy. Franklin will have it. They've dominated the territorial play, but it's 0-0 on the board, and it skips the stick of a Panther there. Raina Crandall goes out of bounds. A free hit coming for Barnstable. Under 5 to go. The longer it's scoreless, the more confidence Barnstable is going to have in this game. Shot out to midfield, and Raina Crandall off her. Foul called. Barnstable will get the ball going, and there'll be a free hit coming for the Redhawks. Franklin tries to steal it. They cannot. Foul called on Barnstable, and the Panthers will have it inside midfield. Franklin sends one deep, but it's blocked by Barnstable. Panthers digging for it. They come out with it. Carney for Wernig. Wernig gets a pass up front, but the defense closes. Franklin comes in quickly, and a nice steal there. The shot is a pass, rather, by a Panther, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Let's see what the call is. A free hit coming for the Panthers. Franklin has it, and a whistle stops play, and a foul called against Barnstable. This should be another penalty corner. That is number 7 in the game, 4 in this period. Franklin still 0 for 6. Cuneo to inbound it. To Wernig. Haley for Emily Carney. Holding. Backhander is wide. Tipped out past the end line. And it's going to be a free hit the other way for Barnstable with 3 minutes left in the first half. We are scoreless in a big surprise so far in this game. Barnstable tees it off, but it's blocked beautifully by Wernig. And Haley controls inside the scoring circle. Wernig coming through. Her backhander for Carney. Emily gets it between her legs. Coming through quickly. The Panther, the backhander there. Rebound in front. The save there by Barnstable. Tremendous pressure, but the Barnstable defense has swarmed to the goal. Under 2.5 to go in the first half. We're still scoreless. Alexa Garthy loops one to midfield. Franklin steals it. This is Sophia Cuneo on the left wing. Raina Crandall holding. And it's moved out of play, and Crandall still controls it out deep to Haley Dubrisky. Dubrisky can't get it through. Dubrisky has it come up on her stick. She controls it beautifully. Her forehand shot to Emily Carney, and the ball is a foul called against the Redhawks. A free start for Emily. Under 2 to go in the first half. Emily Carney, her backhander comes through, saved by Barnstable, but off them it'll be Franklin with a free hit coming outside the zone, I do believe. So Franklin will have it. I'm not sure the Redhawks knew exactly what was happening. Some of them were heading upfield. Emily Carney, backhander, it's blocked. Over it comes now to Caitlin Carney. Caitlin, her shot is blocked. With 1:12 to go, the rebound in front. Werner can't shoot, and her ball is blocked. It's stolen by the Panthers, restolen. Back and forth we go, and the ball is off the ankle of the Redhawks in a free start with less than 1 minute to go in the scoreless first half. Emily Carney to Caitlin. Caitlin holding, still holding, coming through it. She's knocked off on the play. It goes for Dubrisky. Dubrisky saves it back, and the Panthers have it with under 40 seconds to go. Out deep for Franklin. And here they come, charging. It's blocked and taken back by the Redhawks. Some open space for the visitors from Barnstable. This is McEnany. Her ball is stolen by Taylor. Taylor for Wernick with 24 seconds to go in the half. Wernick flying through the zone for Caitlin Carney. Can she get to it? Yes. Caitlin Carney. She hoots. She shores. She scores. Caitlin Carney. Look at the hugs on the field. Franklin leads it 1-0. That play was made by Haley Wernick. Did she turn on the Jets? And she got a beautiful pass. Carney was all alone. She just had to deke the defender, and then she wound up and blasted one by Grace Bunnell, the goalkeeper, and Franklin finally has a goal. 14.4 seconds left, and here we go. Clock hasn't started on the field, but it should be winding down. Clock is not moving. Now it moves. That was a delayed start on that. And the referee had his own timepiece on the field, and that is Paul Semenkow, and he blows the whistle to end the first half. Wow, what a first half. 1 goal in the game, and it comes with 14.4 seconds to go. But what a beauty it was. Caitlin Carney from Haley Wernig put it home, and that's your score, 1-0. Franklin leads at halftime. We're going to take a brief pause, and we'll be back in just a few minutes for the start of the second half. Franklin looking to move to the Sweet 16. At halftime, you score the Panthers 1, the Redhawks of Barnstable nothing. We'll be right back. Welcome back to our coverage of Franklin High School field hockey. Pete Royce, we're at the field at Beaver Street in the first half. What a first half it was, as Franklin scored with only 14.4 seconds left in the half for the only goal of the first half. And the Panthers, the number 5 seed in the tournament, against the 28th seed Redhawks of Barnstable, lead it as we start the second half by the score of 1-0. It'll be Barnstable getting the center pass to start the second half, and the visitors will be going from left to right across your screen. Franklin in the home white with blue trim, going from right to left. 1-0 Franklin, trying to move on to the Sweet 16 here in the MIAA State High School Tournament, and we have it for you here on Franklin TV and streaming on YouTube as well. Here we go. The center pass is complete by Sidney Thomas, and Barnstable will have it. They have to be pleased with a 1-0 deficit here in the first half only. Barnstable had only won 4 out of their last 14 games after winning their first 4 of the season. So they come here with a record of 8-7-3. Franklin 16-1-1. Franklin tries to get it out of their zone. They cannot. Chased back by Brooke Taylor on the far side. Goes over to Shaw Downing, who comes out of it with it past the center midfield, and the ball is stopped there. Carney, who's got the lone goal of the game, battles for it. Taken back by McEnany, and now a foul called against Franklin, as going down was Dubrisky, but a free start for the Barnstable Redhawks. Patty Bossio, the official, didn't like the start position, and she'll restart the Red Hawk. That is Chloe Egan. Egan on the right side for McEnany, Ali McEnany. And players going down, and the foul is called on Dubrisky. One player from each team went down. It's going to be Egan to start it off for the Red Hawks, looking to tie the game. Ball is blocked. Coming back is Caitlin Carney, and she hits the leg of Haley Wernick. That's a violation, and the ball will go back to Barnstable. Just underway here, Pete Royce reporting. Our engineer, our camera operator today is Chris Leverone. Barnstable with deep penetration. Franklin turns it away to Haley Wernick. Wernick has Carney out in front. Can she find her? Wernick comes through the defense, and the foul called on Barnstable. Wernick will have it again. She's got an assist in the game. And Brooke Taylor will start it in front of the Barnstable bench. Cuneo drops it back for Ella Griffin. Griffin comes through with it, gets the battle, and a foul called against Barnstable. Good play by Griffin, but she fans on the shot, and the ball comes back out. This is Chloe Egan, chipped away by Emily Carney. Carney with some good stick work. Carney into the offensive zone. Emily Carney charging through, still controlling it. Emily in front for Caitlin Carney. Her shot is blocked, and it goes past the end line off of Franklin. Ball coming back for Barnstable. Good rush by the Panthers, and now a timeout called. It's going to be a card. A card called, and going out is going to be Caitlin Carney. I couldn't see the color of that card, but Franklin will play a player short. A player short, as the card was called on Carney. I believe it was yellow. So she'll be sitting out, and Franklin cannot sub for her. Big advantage for the Redhawks, but the Panthers take it back the other way, and they'll get a free start in the offensive zone. We'll see how long Carney sits out. She went out with about 12:15 to go in the third quarter. Dubrisky fans on the shot, or has her shot blocked. She didn't fan on her shot was blocked. And a penalty corner coming against Barnstable. They had 8-7 in the first half. This is their first one. The 8th one of the game. Franklin 0 for 7. Sophia Cuneo to insert it. Franklin shooting into the sun here in the second half. And Carney still on the scorer's table area, cannot come in yet. Franklin a player shy. Clock is stopped with 11:14 to go. There's the whistle and we restart. For Emily Carney. Emily comes inside. Her little shot is in front. Save there. Ball comes out and the Red Hawks have it and they clear it outside the circle. And here they come. Griffin defending. McEnany with the Barnstable cheering section encouraging her on. And Sophia Cuneo clears it, but a whistle way back upfield. And there's an injured player way down upfield. That was 110 yards away from the action, but the referee, Paul Semenkow, blew the whistle. It looked like the Red Hawks had a bit of an advantage going in, but the whistle stops play and trainer Jen Edmonds out to attend to the Panther who's down on the field. Trainer Jen, I can't get a number. The player has an angle that hides her jersey number. But there is an official stoppage on the play. And trainer Jen it looks like a leg injury for the Franklin player. We'll identify her as soon as she gets up and turns. 10:50 to go. In the penalty area is Caitlin Carney for a violation. Now the player is going to be helped up by Jen, and is it Emily Carney? Whoever it is, she's limping off to the sideline. Now Coach Michelle Hess greets her as well and will give her a hand coming off. Fortunately, I can't not quite see the number. On that far side. I think it's Emily Carney, but I'm not absolutely sure. Anyway, play back in. Lindsay Dennett has it for the Panthers. Stolen by McEnany. McEnany coming through. Stolen by the Panthers. They get it out to Zabriskie. Zabriskie trying to get to Peyton Cradle, cannot. Chloe Egan sends it inside the scoring circle. Franklin trying to ward off the pressure. They're playing a player down with Carney in the penalty area for the Panthers. Barnstable trying to equalize the game. McEnany battling for it. A foul called against Ella Griffin and a free hit coming. A good position here for the Red Hawks. They take it out. They're going to hold on the shot. It's chipped away by Peyton Crandall. Peyton with a nice chip. Crandall right in front of us. She saves it, but is turned back by the Red Hawks. Caitlin Marcelli out in front for McEnany. Stolen by Griffin. Restolen by McEnany. She's inside the offensive zone. Her centering pass comes through. The rebound in front. It's cleared wide right, and it goes out of bounds. Franklin will have it the other way. Caitlin Carney, Emily Carney out with an injury, I do believe. And it's going to be a free hit for the Red Hawks. Playing with a player advantage. Coming through, stolen by Franklin. With the steal there is Maeve Ralston, and a foul called. A free start coming for Barnstable. On the far side, Barnstable with it. They shoot coming through, blocked by a Panther, and a foul called against Barnstable. That relieves some of the pressure. Still no sign of Caitlin Carney returning after her, we believe, a yellow card. And her sister Emily Carney, we believe, is out injured. Free start for Barnstable. They're well within striking distance here. They only trail it by one. The ball comes through and it's blocked in a foul called a penalty corner. The first one of the game against Franklin. Barnstable has its first look offensively with the penalty corner. Franklin packs the zone next to goalkeeper Devin Barry, the freshman sensation. And McEnany will insert it for the Redhawks. Allie McEnany. 8:17 to go. Clock moving in the third. She gets it through. Redhawks, they shoot through. A wild shot blocked beautifully. Blocked by Ella Griffin, but the foul is called on Griffin. But believe me, she had to do that. That ball was coming targeted for the goal, and she makes the save. But it's a penalty corner number 2 coming up for Barnstable. McEnany again. That was a powerful stroke off the penalty corner. Under 8 to go in the third. Franklin holding on 1-0. And the ball skips through. Now it's chipped inside the circle. Franklin back there in front. And a foul called against Barnstable. A free start coming for the Panthers. The Carney sisters are both not in the game right now for Coach Michelle Hess. Can Franklin weather the storm without those two key players? Wernig on the right wing. Wernig chases it through. Wernig with the speed. Wernig gets to it. It's out of bounds. It's going to be a free hit coming here for Barnstable. They loop it to midfield, but it's looped out of bounds. Franklin will have it back with 7 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the third period. A clear, beautiful day, 72 degrees. And this mid-fall day, coming through with it is Downing and Cuneo. A foul called against Cuneo, and Barnstable starts it out the other way. Trying to get it to midfield, and they do. Out beyond midfield now. Sent in by Ella Salas. Whistle stops play, a foul called on Franklin. Still no sign of Emily Carney or her sister, Caitlin Carney, who's out with a yellow card. Ball is whipped up. Franklin digging in. Cuneo for Maeve Ralston. Player goes down, and now the delayed whistle. The ball will go to the Panthers on the foul against Barnstable. 6:06 to go. Franklin in this round of 32 hosting. Brooke Taylor for the Panthers has it. Brooke sends it forward, blocked, turn back. That's what Barnstable has done all day long, clog the passing lanes. And a foul called against Franklin, a free start for Barnstable. Here they come. Inside the scoring circle, it comes all the way through. This is McEnany. She shoots, her shot is blocked and tipped out by Franklin. Kept back in now by Barnstable. Barnstable trying to tie a high ball. It loops to the right side, and coming back for it is Lindsay Dennett, and she sends it out of bounds to relieve the pressure. With 5:28 to go in the third period, Franklin 1, Barnstable no score. Still no Emily or Caitlin Carney in the game. With it now is Penelope Clifford. This is Clifford getting the start here. We'll send it back. Chipped forward. Franklin can't get it. Whistle stops play. Ball off the leg of a Barnstable Redhawk, and the Panthers have it with under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ella Griffin, she'll loop it. It's blocked. It comes through for Peyton Crandall. She controls. Peyton chips it through. It's blocked the other way and sent out of bounds. It's going to be Franklin exactly at midfield. The ball just maybe inched over the line by about 2 inches. And Haley Dobrisky will put it in bounds for the Panthers with 4:30 to go in the third. And she'll loop it, a high looper. It bounces and comes up, and a foul. Emily Carney is back in the game. We believe she was injured. She's back in the game. It's good to see her back. We'll see if she can perform at 100%. For the Redhawks in the offensive zone, this is McEnany. Back for it is Griffin. She wins the battle, but it's stolen back by the Redhawks. This is Clifford. Out deep it comes. Blocked in there by Dobrisky. Haley comes out with it. Chips it forward to midfield to Downing. Shaw with the speed on the right side. Downing carries it inside the offensive zone. Her ball is blocked, but a foul called. The Panthers will still have it. Here they come. Charging through with it are the Panthers. This is Emily Carney inside the circle. She sends it forward. No, she holds inside. Her backhander goes through. It's kicked out by Bunnell. What a save by Bunnell. Carney has it back again inside the circle. She's holding, trying to get the shot off. Emily Carney still holding. She shoots. It comes through and it's just wide and it goes past the end line out of bounds. Barnstable with the ball back the other way with 3:15 to go. One goal in this entire game by Caitlin Carney, who's been out with a yellow card. And perhaps coach's decision to keep her out longer. I'm not sure how many minutes the penalty was for. But it's been about 8 minutes in the game since she went out. For Raina Crandall. Raina upfield with it. Gets it deep in the corner. Now it's blocked, and Barnstable sends it out. Dubrisky stops it. Dubrisky fans on the shot. Still comes through. Chips it forward. It's blocked, and Barnstable has it deep in their own end. They try to clear it. They cannot. It's going to be stolen by Griffin. Ella Griffin with a nice steal. Gets it up on the left wing for Peyton Crandall. Peyton, hounded by a Red Hawk. Chips it out to Griffin. Ella sends one through inside the scoring circle there. Downing, she shoots. Her shot is blocked. Rebound Downing, she shoots. It's blocked by Bunnell. Rebound Downing, she can't get it. Downing now has it. Still controlling it. Downing battling for it. The whistle stops play. A foul called on Downing with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 1-0. Franklin holding on. The ball is sent all the way back. And this is going to roll all the way past the end line, and it's going to be a out-of-bounds play coming back for Franklin. We'll see if Caitlin Carney can re-enter the game in the fourth period. I don't think she got a red card, but I'm not sure. It's looped up for Raina Crandall. Raina trying to control it, cannot. Over to Clifford. Now Franklin's Emily Carney has it. Taken back by Julia Flynn, who's in the game. The sophomore Flynn on the right wing for Downing. She cannot get to it. Ball at midfield. The Red Hawks have it. Now it's taken back by Flynn of the Panthers. This is Julia Flynn. She finds a teammate. Wernig, centering pass, coming through with it. Emily Carney. Emily coming through inside the circle. Carney shoots, partially blocked, and the ball controlled by Barnstable. They're going to send it over to Brooke Taylor. Taylor tries to keep it in bounds. It's stolen, but it's going to be saved by Cuneo. Sophia Cuneo with it for the Panthers with 42 seconds to go in the half. In the quarter, Emily Carney with it. Her backhander comes through inside the lane. The rebound there, the shot, and the save by Bunnell. Rebound by Griffin, and a whistle and a foul called. It's going to be, I believe, a penalty corner, the first one in a while, called against Barnstable. And that's the second in the period. And for Barnstable, they've now had 9. Franklin 0 for 8. Can they make it good here on their 9th try? The centering pass comes out. Wernig drops it on the right wing for Emily Carney. She shoots, comes through, the rebound down low. It's out of bounds. It's going to be Barnstable with the ball. And there's the buzzer, the horn, ending the third period. An amazing game going on here. After 3, Franklin 1, Barnstable no score. Wow, Barnstable, the number 28 seed in the tournament of 34. Franklin, the number 5 seed, holding on 1-0 after 3 periods of play. 15 minutes to go in the game. We've not seen Caitlin Carney return since she got a card with 12:15 left in the third period. We'll see what happens in period number 4. The scoring summary is easy. 1 goal by Caitlin Carney with 14.4 seconds left in the first half. And that's been it. We're scoreless ever since. 15 minutes to go. If it was Emily Carney who was injured, it's good to see her back on the field. So one of the Carney sisters is in. There was some good pressure play by Barnstable. The most offensive pressure we've seen in the game came this past period by the Red Hawks. But Franklin, with some good help for Devin Barry down low, they've blocked all would-be shots on goal, and we are still scoreless as we get ready to start the final 15 minutes of play. The winner of this game will move on to play the winner of Needham, the number 12 seed, against Algonquin, the number 21 seed. So that winner will play the winner of this game here today at the home of the higher seed. If Franklin wins, they'll host it. If Barnstable wins, they'll be on the road to either Needham or Algonquin, as they are way down in the seeding, number 28. So Franklin, which started Caitlin Carney, Ella Griffin, Lindsay Dennett, Sophia Cuneo, Emily Carney, Brooke Taylor, Peyton Crandall, Shaw Downing, Haley Wernig, Haley Keeley Dubrisky, and in goal, Devin Barry. For the Redhawks, they started Chloe Egan, Riley King, Samantha Marcelli, Alexa Garthy, Alyssa McEnany, Ella Salas, Corral Figueroa, Sydney Thomas, Vicky Din, and in goal, Grace Bunnell, and she's done a great job for the Redhawks. She has been pressured time and time again, but she stayed strong. And we start the fourth period. Once again, no Caitlin Carney on the field. Franklin will have to do it, I believe, without Caitlin Carney. I could not see the color of the card that she got. So 15 minutes to go. The center pass will belong to Barnstable. Barnstable will continue to go from left to right as we start the final 15 minutes. The winner moves on. The loser wraps up its season today. Franklin steals it at midfield. Sophia Cuneo, she can't control. Back to the Redhawks, and here they come. Now it's blocked beautifully by Emily Carney. Her shot is blocked. Carney gets it back for Wernig. Haley chips it forward to Downing. Downing with Crandall on the left. Downing coming through. One player back. Downing holding. Chips it forward. Blocked there by Bunnell. Rebound out deep for Maeve Ralston, and a foul called here. Where did the foul occur? Outside the circle. A free start for the Panthers. Carney, Emily sends it back, and a foul called against Franklin. Emily Carney could not get that shot off clean, and the ball comes way out, and Lindsay Dennett will go back to chase it. She has to hurry because the ball goes past the end line, and it did. Okay, so I guess she knew what she was doing there, and a free start the other way with 1 minute gone in the fourth and final period. What a game so far. Caitlin Carney is back in the game. Caitlin Carney is back. She did not get a red card. She's back in the game with 14 minutes left. She re-enters the game. This is she with the ball. Caitlin, she gets it out towards midfield, stolen back by Chloe Egan, and her ball is chipped away by Griffin. This is Maeve Ralston. She gets to it. Ralston has her ball blocked, and back comes the Barnstable Redhawks, trying to equalize the game. The two Carney sisters are in the game for the Panthers for the first time in a long while. This is Caitlin. Caitlin shoots it up on the right side for Downing. Shaw Downing to midfield. Her shot is blocked, but a foul called on Barnstable. Cuneo now with it. That might have been Cuneo on the rush. 13 minutes left. Cuneo sends it down deep. It connects. Coming up is Shaw Downing. Her shot from outside the circle. Rebound deep. Controlled, it gets by Emily Carney. Caitlin Carney steals it. Caitlin inside the score, entering the offensive zone. Caitlin, she's going to shoot it through. It's blocked. Rebound low, and a foul called. A foul called and a timeout called. A timeout called, and another card issued. Another card issued. Shaw Downing is going to get a card. So the Panthers will play a player down again. Downing to the bench, to the penalty area. I believe it was yellow. Ball is going to go out of bounds. This is going to be saved and put in play by Maddie O'Brien, the sophomore who's in the game. Peyton Crandall on the rush on the left wing. She's hit. Centering pass comes through. Caitlin Carney gets it. Or rather, Emily Carney. She's holding it. Inside the circle, coming through. Her backhander goes through. It's wide left and out of bounds, and Barnstable will have it the other way. We've played 3 minutes, almost 3, 12:05 to go in the fourth quarter. A free start. No, it's going to be a free start for the Panthers. Caitlin Carney has it. She'll back it out. Comes through, chips it forward. It comes all the way through, digging for it. Wernick, her shot is blocked. Blocked in front by Bunnell. Bunnell's been immense in goal for the Redhawks. The ball is out of bounds. Franklin will have the free hit coming back. Franklin with the player down in front. The save, the rebound. Can't get it off is Ralston. Now the ball comes back to Caitlin Carney. Coming through, Caitlin chips it forward. It's cleared out of there by the Redhawks, but a penalty corner coming up against Barnstable. Franklin so far has not connected. This is their 10th opportunity on corners. Franklin has given up 2. Barnstable has 2. Franklin, this is their 10th opportunity. Nobody scored on the corner yet. Caitlin Carney fans on the shot, comes through the zone. Their backhander is wide. It chips over the stick of Peyton Crandall, and it looks like another foul called here. Another foul called, another penalty corner. Number 11, Franklin 0 for 10. Barnstable 0 for 2. In front for Emily Carney, leaves it for Caitlin. Back to Emily in front. The shot comes through, deep with Franklin controlling. The shot comes through, the rebound just wide. Franklin missing opportunities in close. And the ball will go back to Barnstable with 10.5 minutes to go in the game. It's still 1-0, unbelievably. A looper by Barnstable. And it goes to McEnany. McEnany, her ball is turned back on a nice move here by Wernick. Over to Emily Carney. Emily on the right wing for Wernick. Again, the Panthers playing a player down with the penalty to Shaw Downing. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be the Redhawks with the insert coming back the other way. Now Franklin has all players on the field, but it's not Downing who's in the game. She's been subbed in. So Franklin at full strength with under 10 minutes to go in the game. It's 1-0. As we reset the game, the only score came with 14.4 seconds left in the first half. The whole second half has been scoreless, as was most of the first half. Franklin trying to advance to the round of 16, the Sweet 16, but this game has been anything but sweet so far for Franklin. They'll have the free start on the far side. Barnstable putting a lot of pressure on as they charge into the offensive zone. Trying to steal it, they cannot, and now the ball is off the leg of a Panther, and the Barnstable Redhawks will have it with a free hit outside the circle. Under 9 to go. Ball is inside, coming down low for it, and stealing it is Emily Carney. She sends one, but it goes off a Barnstable player. Kept in, Franklin battling for it, and a whistle and a foul called. And it's going to be a timeout, another card. The first card of the game against Barnstable. It's a green card. It's a green card. And so Barnstable will have a player down. And that foul was called, the card issued to Alexa Garthy, the junior. Players go down. They tell you it's getting chippy out there. Franklin with the free start with 8:24 to go. Franklin on the drive. Coming through, then it's blocked and taken back by Barnstable at midfield on a great save. Had she not made the save, Franklin had lots of wide open space. Barnstable is stolen by Caitlin Carney. Caitlin on the left wing for Peyton Crandall. Peyton, and it's blocked, but Peyton Crandall has it on the free start. Peyton sends it forward, but it's going to come all the way through past the baseline out of bounds. A free hit coming the other way for Barnstable with 7 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the game. It's 1-0 Franklin. In goal for the Panthers, freshman Devin Barry. She has been tested in this game. Franklin steals it. They get it going. Shaw Downing, who has had the card, is back in the game for the Panthers. So Franklin playing with the man up in front. The ball is loose. The shot there by Ralston, and it's wide, and it's no good. And it's going to come back the other way to Barnstable. They survive the pressure by the Panthers. With that last shot was Maddie O'Brien, the sophomore defender. 7 minutes and 3 seconds to go. O'Brien skips over her stick to Ella Griffin. Ella got the start today to O'Brien on the left wing for Peyton Crandall. Peyton coming inside. Her pass connects and off the leg. And here comes Emily Carney. Carney inside the scoring zone. Her backhander is blocked in front. The ball is loose. Ella Griffin shoots. What a save. The rebound, the ball on the turf. Still going for it. The shot, the save, the rebound. Peyton Crandall, the save by Barnstable. Franklin with tremendous pressure. Grace Bunnell in goal with some help from her teammates. With 6:25 to go in the game, it's still 1-0 Franklin. Lindsay Dennett calms things down at midfield for the Panthers. She sends it on the left wing for O'Brien. Maddie for Peyton Crandall again. Crandall back to O'Brien, goes too far, taken back by Barnstable. And they try to clear it, but Peyton Crandall with the steal. The foul called against Crandall, and Franklin will have it the other way. And a whistle and a timeout called. 6 minutes and 1 scintillating second left in this game. Franklin 1, Barnstable no score. All the scoring came way back when with 14.4 seconds to go. Normally by this time our score sheet is filled with goals. Franklin has put up some big scores in their run here to the tournament, but not today. It's 1-0. Looking at some of the recent Panthers scores, against Milford 11-0, against Attleboro 5-0, against North Attleboro 10-1, against Taunton 8-0, against King Philip 6-3. But those are the last games for the Panthers. But here today, with 6 minutes and 1 second left in the game, the winner moves on to the Sweet 16. It's Franklin 1 and Barnstable High School out of Hyannis, Mass. No score. What a game by Grace Bunnell in goal for the Redhawks. She's been outstanding as Coach Caitlin Sweeney has to be pleased with the work of her goalkeeper, Grace Bunnell, in net for the Redhawks. On the other side of the ledger, Devin Barry has been very good too. She hasn't been tested as much. How about as has had their goalie Bunnell? How about the penalty corners? Franklin with 4, 8, 11 to 2 for Barnstable, but no team has scored on a penalty corner. In fact, no team has scored on much of anything. It's only one goal up on the board with 6:01 to go here in Franklin. Long shadows on the field, a windy day, but still very pleasant here at the Beaver Street Field. Game time temperature started at 72 degrees. And we continue on with the last 6 minutes of this one. And it's still 72 with a strong wind, though, blowing from left to right. And Franklin also looking into the sun when they attack the opposing goal. So here we go with 6 minutes to go. And let's see who they're going to give the ball to. It's going to go to Barnstable in their own half of the field. Here we go with the final 6:01. Teeing it up here is Chloe Egan. She gets the whistle and she shoots. Comes up to midfield, stopped by Emily Carney, and it goes off of Carney. And here comes Barnstable with the free hit. Coming back is Taylor, but the foul called on Taylor. Barnstable with it in the offensive zone. They're coming through. Blocked by Griffin. She rolls it out to Peyton Crandall. Crandall on the left wing, trying to control it. She does. The ball is going to be inbounds, and here comes Barnstable. And a nice move by Egan. Up front it comes. Going back there inside the scoring zone. In front, and the ball is loose. And a whistle stops play. A foul called against Barnstable. What an opportunity they had as Caitlin Carney sends it to Downing at midfield. Downing taps it over to Peyton Crandall. She gets to it. She's got clear sailing. Crandall coming in. Nobody there but the defender, the goalie. But the ball squirts loose. Downing has it. Her shot is blocked. And now the score. The score by the Panthers. Downing, I think, is going to get credit for the goal. Shaw Downing carried it through. I believe she'll get credit for the goal. The goal comes with 4:58 to go. What a huge game. What a huge goal for the Panthers. And the goal goes to Shaw Downing. Shaw Downing, the senior forward midfielder, scores with 4:58, makes it 2-0 Panthers. What a huge, gigantic goal for the Panthers. Barnstable back now in the final 4:45. With it coming forward is Alexa Garthy, who went out with a card before, but she's back in the game. Both teams at full strength. Barnstable now down by 2. The ball is stolen by Shaw Downing, who got the goal a moment ago. Out in front on the left wing for Peyton Crandall. Crandall gets through that defender as she did a moment ago. She stops. Ball is still loose on the turf. Crandall tries to get to it. She does. She sends it back out to Brooke Taylor. Taylor chips it forward, blocked by Barnstable, and they clear it out a few yards upfield. Barnstable with it in their own zone, coming towards midfield. Coming through is Ella Griffin. She got a stick on it, and she draws the foul. Griffin sends it forward for Emily Carney. Emily trying to move through. Nice work by Emily Carney, still controlling it. And she's going to send it forward, but it's blocked. Or just a weak hit. It hit the turf on her shot. And the ball is going to be a foul called against the Panthers with 3:39 to go. The ball is sent out of bounds. That's a wild hit by Barnstable, and that goes way out of bounds. The clock will continue to run. 3:30 to go, 3:26 to go, 3:25 to go. 2-0 Franklin trying to advance to the Sweet 16. It's been a grind here today. Pete Royce with the call, Chris Leverone with the pictures and sounds for your viewing pleasure. This is Ella Griffin. Griffin sends it up. It comes up high. Foul called against Barnstable. Peyton Crandall will be caused to come back and start where the foul occurred, not where the ball ended up. But the clock continues to run with 2:57 left. Ella Griffin, the sophomore, chips it forward. It's blocked. Barnstable is stolen by Emily Carney. Emily, her ball is taken back. Now Brooke Taylor, she commits a foul. It's going to go back to Barnstable with 2:37 left. Time winding down. This is Garthy. Alexa Garthy. She whistles one to midfield and beyond. Ball is sent forward. Some good opportunities here. Griffin back for the Panthers. Ella fighting it off. Ella Griffin. And it's going to be off of Griffin. It's going to be Barnstable with the ball with 2 minutes and 16 seconds left. 2-0 the Panthers. How big was that last goal by Shaw Downing? This is Alexa Garthy with it. Garthy challenged by Peyton Crandall. Garthy comes through. Garthy gets a centering pass. Staked there, taken back by Caitlin Carney on a nice move in the defensive zone by Caitlin Carney. Known more for her offense, but how about that play by Carney to Brooke Taylor at midfield. 1:46 to go in the game. Ball is back to Barnstable. Time winding down. Griffin steals it for the Panthers. Ella controlling it nicely, gets it to midfield, taken back by Chloe Egan of Barnstable. Her shot is blocked by Ella Griffin and sent out by Caitlin Carney with 1:29 to go. Clock is moving. 1:29 left. Franklin 2, Barnstable no score. This is Chloe Egan. She starts it off, dribbles it through, and now it's blocked and Ella Griffin has it. She sends it out of bounds to the right side with 1:06 to go in the game. 1:06 left. Now 1 minute to go in the game. Franklin 2, Barnstable no score. Barnstable on offense. The shot is blocked, but a foul called against Franklin. And it's going to be a free hit with 48 seconds to go. Barnstable has to hurry. This is Chloe Egan. Egan charging through, still with it. Ball is down low. Caitlin Carney controls it for the Panthers. Emily Carney, she sends it upfield with 30 seconds to go. Franklin has it. Brooke Taylor can't get the pass away. Taken back by Barnstable with 24 seconds to go. Emily Carney and a foul called against Emily Carney with 18 seconds to go. And now the whistle stops play, and we're going to have the clock still running. And now they stop the clock with 11.5 seconds to go. And a card issued against Emily Carney, a green card for Carney, but only 11 seconds to go. Clock is not moving. It's going to be moving. Clock is not moving on the scoreboard. Now it is 7 seconds to go. Franklin defending. The double whistle in the game, I believe, is over. The referee signals the game was over. The clock hadn't stopped, but his clock had moved. And Franklin High School survives the round of 32, and they'll play in the Sweet 16 against the winner of Needham versus Algonquin. What a game today. You have to tip your hats to the Barnstable Redhawks. These two teams had never played. Barnstable seeded number 28 against the 5-seeded Panthers, but Franklin prevails on a goal each half. The first half, Caitlin Carney with 14.4 seconds to go. And in the fourth quarter, another goal really helped seal the deal. Shaw Downing scored with 4:58 to go to make it 2-0. The shutout in goal for Devin Barry as the two teams now go to their respective benches. Franklin moves on. Their record now 17-1-1, and the Barnstable Redhawks close out their season at 8-3. Wow, that's going to do it for our coverage. We hope you enjoyed exciting Franklin field hockey. It was a great one here today. On behalf of our producer, our director, our camera operator, Chris Leverone, this is Pete Royce from Franklin's Beaver Street Field with the final score today. For the final time, Franklin moves on to the Sweet 16-2, the Barnstable Redhawks no score.